Hello, everybody. Welcome back. SOE Lysander by Historic Wings, designed by Thomas Van Hare. We are on, I think it is the 8th of September. Yes, we are. On the 8th of September, we're trying to get our do or die mission done here. This is the second one they've handed off to our average run-of-the-mill rookie here. Actually, he's not a rookie now. He's got 1 month under his belt, but still haven't gained any more skills or anything yet, which makes this very difficult campaign. We are trying to do our do or die. Go get this down a little bit, get that over here. We don't need the calendar right now. Get my SOP out. And let's get our charts out because we're going to need them. All right. We're going to determine our weather. Let's go ahead and get C charts out and move all this over here. I have that automated in the next version I put out, but I got to actually test run that some. And here I am on this save, and I don't really feel like starting everything over again. So I'm just, I'll get it up there eventually. Let's see. First weather roll is a 36 in September. 43, 36 is cloud. That's actually pretty good. Second roll for the landing zone is 62. That is clear. That's actually pretty good. I like that. That's going to put us right around doable weather. And for the return trip to Tangmere 51, that is also clear. That's really good. This is definitely for a -2 night. This is good weather. Now we just need to get good card draws. 9. We need one more card showing up. At 3, 6, 9, 10. There we go. And I need to draw all over. Well, let's do this step by step, shall we? Need that. We do need to shuffle the decks. We don't have a choice. We have to fly this mission, so we don't need say on, say off. We are going to put out the Tangmere card. And 3, 3, 6, 9. 3, 6, 9. Yeah, it's hard to count. 3, 6, 9. Yes, that's where the landing zone goes. So what I should have done last time when we failed the mission is put them there. Supposed to put them there so you remember to pick them up. We are going to put our weather on our cards. We got clouds default, and we got clear for both the other ones. This is really a good weather day to fly. Hopefully we get some good cards on our trip. Circuit assignments. This is a 9-2 mission, so we're going to have 2 channel cards, and the rest are going to be France. So it'll be 6 cards because the 7th card will be the landing zone. 2 channels, France, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see how bad our flight plan is. All right, we start off pretty bad in the channel with it. Well, that's a low night fighter. Now we have a -2 night, and we've got poorer weather to start out. So I might just keep that channel card there, but there's going to be other ones that are going to look worse, I'm sure. Well, we got a few of them in there, don't we? We can fly around the fields here. This one here I don't like, particularly don't like, because the -3 modifier. A lot of this other stuff I can hope for bad weather and get around. The flak I can't, but maybe, yeah, there's a couple of them we're going to have to get rid of. This one I don't need to get rid of because I can deviate. This one I don't get rid of because I can deviate over to concentration camp. This one here, I can't deviate because of this night fighter here, so let's get rid of this one. I can even deviate around this if we get a good card on this one. So let's see what we got here. Not much better, but if we fly, we fly low over there and risk running into a building, we'll be all right, I think. I'm not going to waste all my stuff. We're going to take that as a flight plan. All right, let's shuffle all the decks back in there. Get that bad stuff back in there in case we need it. No, we don't need it. In case we don't, we have to pull a card. Operation name. Let's get our log out and fill that out. It's going to be the exact same as the first one we did. This is going to be the 8th of September, 1943. 2100 and an hour, or 6 times 10, which is another hour. That's 2200 takeoff time. Mag G, of course. We have not changed planes. Eddie Atkinson. Oops, undo that. Weird time of year where I need to put my AC back on. I have it off right now, but with the sun beating up against the window, it's getting like a greenhouse in here. Give me a second. Get that rolling now before it starts getting steamy. I like to keep it cool. We're still on Operation Freebirds. We're just going to copy that and paste that down. Still empty. And we're still carrying 2 packs and 2 docks on the way back. Log sheet has been filled. We've got our pilot and packs and everything all set up. Plane needs to be ready to fly. I'm still thinking, I'm still on the edge about getting rid of one more card. I don't mind deviating over this one. It's too late. I already put that in. We're going to have to deviate over one of them. And maybe I'll just take a chance over the village and take a chance over this channel. I hate doing that, but I think with the bad weather, we can get away with it. I got 3 bad cards in a row, but they're 5s. On a -2 night, you really only need a 3 or a 2 to get the bad stuff. So I'm willing to take a chance on some of the stuff because of that. By the time we get to some of these, we're going to have low enough modifiers where it's not really going to hurt us. We're going to see. Fuel. Well, we've got 18 cards to carry, and I know I'm going to be deviating. So we are going full load. Destination marker is scientist, I believe. Yes, scientist. Way down there. And we are going to take off. Put him up here. And that's going to be charts. I lost my charts. There we go. D. Take off. Oh boy, I'm rolling dice already. Well, we got a 7. I'm going to re-roll that because I don't want to cheat. We can expend by re-rolling a pilotage and +3 for each moxie expended. Weather effects DRM at low, we have a 0. We have a night DRM -2. Fuel DRM -3, so that's a -5. Tax DRM 0, cargo DRM 0, damage 0, we're at a -5. I am going to use 1 moxie. It's going to make it a -2. I'm going to roll the dice 10, and we are good to go. Let's put a successful takeoff on our log. And SOP calls for determine weather effects on the next TC. And we roll a 4, which means it's going to move 1 in the direction of the landing zone, which is going to keep us in clouds. And then we're going to roll a 4, which is not going to move according to this little diagram right there. So we're good to go. That's going to be clouds in the next train card. And we are over the channel. Optional reveal, don't need it. Altitude and move to the next. I'm going to stay low and move low over into there. There is no icing to check. I don't think, but there, that's something I'm going to double check on because I know this changed. Yeah, cloud, medium or high, or I'm low, so it doesn't matter. We don't have icing or damage to check. There is no threats to check, so we're just checking to see if we stay on course. We got a -1. Weather effects at low, 0. Night DRM goes down to -3, and there is no wind, so we have a -3. We got a 10, it goes to 7. We are confirmed on course. We're going to go ahead and check our weather for the next terrain card. This is a big roll right here. How are we going to do against this darn... oh, you know what I forgot to do? Forgot to mark off a fuel usage. All right. Weather. We roll a 3, which is not going to move it towards the landing zone, and a 3, which is not going to move it. So we're going to stay on cloud, and I actually like that one. Now, if I move to medium, I'm going to have to check for icing. If I stay at low, I lose that -1 modifier. I'm going to choose to stay at low. We're going to move over. We're going to use up a fuel at low. Yeah, I'm going to sit there and because we just lost a modifier on that, so that's good. There is no icing to check. We have no night fighters following. We resolve threats. We have the one threat. We're going to be adding the night and our weather. So we have a 0 and a -2. So that's a +2. And then they lose our fuel and all our other weight. We only have fuel to worry about. So it's going to be a 0. So 5 or less to avoid the night fighter, and we get a 5. I'm going to use my blessing already. And we get a 10. So that's my little home rule there. Get 1 blessing roll each mission, and I've already used mine in the second out of 18 cards. So we're not doing too good. All right, so we're going to check to see if we are on course. We have a -1, -2, -3 for the night. We get a 10, goes down to a 7. We're confirmed on course. That's a good thing. Weather effects for the next terrain card. 6 is going to move 1 towards the right. Try to get everything where I can see it here. And then we roll a 1, which is going to move it 1 back to the left and keep us in the clouds, which actually I don't mind. All right, select altitude and fly to the next TC. I am going to go ahead and stay at low and move. And this is a risky maneuver because we could run into something. So at low and over town or village, roll a D6. 1's a crash land. And I got a 1. God help us. Yep, this didn't work very well. Crash landing, table D10. Roll a D6. 1, killed in action. This guy was doomed from the beginning. It's just I rolled the worst possible pilot, and I just have not had any luck with him. He's been a hard one to play. The generalist is probably the hardest one, and if you roll generalist, you better hope you roll for a promotion. Gets at least some extra skills because I have always been very tight on my skills, and I've got no rolls on learning and getting these darned long special missions. So this was a doomed campaign from the beginning. I will start another one up. I'm going to go ahead and finish him out. That was a killed in action over some village in France, not far off the channel. This is SOE Lysander. I may start over in the beginning too. I don't know. I like this game. Very good game. Yes, it's tough, but I'm sure it wasn't easy in real life neither. And why would you want to play a game that was easy, especially this one? I think without the challenges in this game, it would be very boring. So, Thomas, I know you said that some people are complaining about this being hard. I wouldn't change anything because without that challenge, there'd probably be no reason to play it. You're rolling dice to go over cards, and I think you got a good balance here. The excitement, looking forward to actually getting some good dice is very acceptable, and the weather charts are great. And you have a lot of things that are out of your control. You do have to strategize. You have to think, which is, I believe, at least this is why I play the game. Think to keep my brain alert. But particularly in August, where the weather tended towards the foggy mornings, that was a very difficult month to fly. And this month probably would have been a lot easier had I not rolled another special mission because I had to try to fly that in conditions I would not normally fly. I would have been very selective on the dark nights. I do not tend to fly on the -2s, 3s, and 4 nights, but I had to try every night on here. And because of my lack of skills, I was not as picky on my flight plan as I should be. But I had to try to save those 6 cents for if I landed in the landing zone. So there's a lot of variables that came into play as to why um, this mission or this career was unsuccessful. Um, but this is definitely a replay one, and I'll probably start over from the beginning with another pilot. So thanks everybody for joining me. That was the demise of Eddie Atkinson. Sounding taps, and we're drifting one for the fallen. You guys all have a good night. We will see you next time. This is SOE Lysander by Thomas Van Hare. Get it and play it. It's a good one. It'll be on the edge of your seat. Guys, next time.